My name is Bobby Powell. My call sign throughout my Navy years was Boog. We're here at One Life Fitness in Woodbridge today and talk a little bit about my cause, my quest to bring more awareness to veteran, active duty, law enforcement, EMS firefighter, suicide prevention, and the issues with a lot of the folks that serve our local communities and our nation. And well, pretty much to find ways to help prevent future incidents. I retired from the Navy in 2004, 21 years of service. I was a rescue swimmer, and saving lives has kind of been a part of my life ever since I was a high school kid when I became a lifeguard. Through the years in the Navy, I took it another step further, got into combat search and rescue. I figured I need a little bit more of a challenge. Trying to save somebody's life is pretty tough already in the ocean, but when somebody else is trying to kill them and kill you, I just took that challenge on. And you know, that job is for younger sailors nowadays. And obviously I'm not quite the spring chicken anymore. And trying to save lives by preventing suicide is just carrying on with my own, I guess, my own quest in life. Last year, I swam from Tim's Rivershore restaurant in Dumfries to Tim's 2 in Fairview Beach. That's a 17-mile swim in the Potomac. It took me a little over 10 hours to get there. Before that swim, I practiced for about 6 months of training, doing different things, working on my diet. A couple of things that I have going against me besides the gray beard: I'm a diabetic. I need to monitor what I eat, how often I eat to maintain my proper sugar. Swimming helps with that just by burning extra sugar. So anybody that needs to worry about burning calories, just swim 3 miles a day, and it's laying down, so it's not really that tough. Other things that slow me down a little bit: I have a titanium rod in my left arm, stemming from a bad motorcycle crash several years ago. It slows me down, but it doesn't stop me. For this year, I'm upping my distance. I'll be swimming from the Pentagon down to Norfolk, Virginia, roughly 220 miles, which to some extent kind of coordinates with the 22 veterans a day on average that commit suicide. I know that number has dropped a little bit from when the statistics first came out, but we all would agree that one a day is too many, one a year is too many, just one period is too many. And by doing the swim that I'm about to do on June 3rd is when I start, my hope is to bring more attention to the issues. And I'm well enough aware that I can't prevent suicide. I'm not a psychologist, but I do care. And it disturbs me when there's other folks out there that do take their own life, and there's so many different reasons why. If they know that somebody cares, if we can bring more attention to the issue overall and get different people the help that they need at whatever level it is they need, then maybe we can save one person, and that would be a great victory. My training right now, I started full on in January of this year, so that gives me about another 6 months. And I just started by getting back into shape, swimming a mile and a half, then 2 miles, then 2.5. And I was doing that basically every other day. Starting this Monday, I've now moved into my 3 mile a day swims, where I'm gonna be doing those 5 to 6 of those swims a week. I'll still take a break, but that's the main focus of my swim. And the more I condition my body, the easier it's going to be when I get out there in the river and then the Chesapeake Bay to just simply keep pressing on each and every day it takes me to make the entire swim. Well, we do try to raise some funds too, and that's one of the areas that I could definitely use help. I have a PayPal account and a GoFundMe account that goes directly to me and my endeavors. The cost it takes for hotel stays and food along the way and so on. The main goal, the organization that helps me and that to some extent I funnel back to help them, is the fitchfoundation.org. They're an all-military, all-generation, any disability veteran service organization. The goal there is to help get veterans off the couch and back into some sort of an activity, whether they want to just simply get into a healthier lifestyle or they actually want to be competitive at something. And they will help find people who are missing limbs the appropriate prosthetic, whether it's arm, leg, a half, a full, or whatnot, to do the events that they want to do. People get back into kayaking, canoeing, bicycle riding, rock climbing with prosthetics, and pretty much any other sport out there. The bottom line is, if people get involved in a lifestyle that's like this, then the chances of them taking their life is reduced. And that's kind of the goal right there, just to help people belong again and be active and have something to do other than be depressed on the couch and just losing it. On June 3rd, that morning, I'm going to start my swim at the lagoon, the Pentagon Lagoon, and the first leg will take me 14 miles down the river to Mount Vernon. On Sunday, June 4th, I'll swim from there down to Tim's Rivershore restaurant here in Dumfries. And it'll just kind of keep leapfrogging down the river until I hit the Chesapeake. 15 swim days is how long it's going to take me to cover the entire distance. I'll have 3 stops over in Maryland at the 3 famous lighthouses on the Potomac River before you get into the Chesapeake. I'm sure weather will prevent me from swimming straight through, and maybe that's a blessing because I'm going to get tired at some point and need a break. So it may take me a couple days longer than 15 total to make it, but that is the goal right now. My tentative schedule is to swim straight through 15 days as long as the weather and my body holds out. One of my fitness here is the pool that's closest to my house, and throughout the winter when it's too cold for me to swim out in the river, this pool provides me the place to do all of my training, and it takes me quite a while to do it. Right now my 3-mile swim time is basically 100 to 102 minutes, and I just don't really have any other place to train, so that's kind of the big bonus about being in the pool right here. The easiest way to follow what I'm doing is to go onto Facebook and look for Bobby Boog Powell. That's my public page, and I only put stuff on there about suicide prevention, about my training in progress, and once in a while another one of the athletes that's in a training program, I put their status and their situation, how far along they are in their cycle to get to whatever their event's going to be. If anybody out there would like to help me, besides the donations pages I mentioned, I need some boat support. My goal is to have at least 1 vessel each day that I'm swimming. That vessel will be there in case I get in trouble for safety. That's first and foremost the important thing. The other thing is to carry my spare equipment. I wear masked fin and snorkels, and if any of that breaks, I have a spare set that I'll just change into and continue the swim. Plus, I need somebody to carry my food and water. My backup plan, in case there's a few hours or something I don't have boat support, I have a couple of fender buoys that I have lashed together that I tow behind me. They have the American flag sticking up, and that's the primary purpose, but I can also put a backpack on there and carry everything I need in that in case I don't have the boat support. But quite honestly, I really do need to have that safety net, and if anybody would like to volunteer, you can contact me through my Facebook page there, Bobby Boog Powell, or through the Fitch Foundation. Their website is tffvets.org, tffvets.org.